by me host bag and Tiwa, and I'm talking to Souldread and Speed Child. Speed Child.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know he's a very serious man. But before we go ask a question, how important it is for you to help your community and your community to help you. Anyone can answer.
It's very important. It's like it comes back to what I was saying earlier. You helped me out in a way that opened up my eyes to do certain things. Souldread reached out to me, helped me out in certain ways that opened up my eyes to do certain things for certain individual, which is the community. It's very important because I believe if you don't give, you don't get. And sometimes I feel like going back to be the old me and just don't do nothing for nobody. But at the end of the day, it's like, what did I actually accomplish for somebody who I know I could do certain things for? It's like, I cannot be a Cuban. Back in Cuba, Fidel got all those people on the ones and twos. I cannot do that. Sometimes I wish I could do that. Sometimes I want to do that. Because in this,
what makes you don't want to do it?
Well, because it comes back to when I was coming out with music from the underground. Nobody wanted to give me that opportunity to be up in a magazine, to be on a TV show, to be on the radio, to even be on a mixtape. So you know what I did? I put on my own mixtape. Nobody wanted to get me in a magazine. You know what I did? I teamed up with a magazine. And in turn,
so that helped you.
So that helped me, and I know there's people out there who is so their style is so complex and so different, so compressed that people are not paying them no mind. And if I could get them through a channel, I'll get them through that channel. Hence the way Souldread listen to my stuff, put me out there, and everything I do, every mixtape I drop, I put him on it. Just like every time I ask you if there's an opportunity for me to come up on the show, I do it, and I bring certain people with me that I know who need that exposure to a level where they wouldn't be able to get it on their own.
Speed, that's Souldread, that's what you feel too?
Well, the way I feel, someone who's big enough themselves in any way and they have no love for their own community is a person without a home. No matter where you go, you ain't got no home because you ain't got no place where you could fall back to. You understand? The community is the foundation. And if you have love and you consider yourself a real man and you're using the blessing that the Most High give you, you will make sure that everybody around you is good. Never forget your community.
When you say good, right, to what extent of good you talking about?
Alright, well, my extent of good, or in my mind, is to help people that want to help themselves in whatever way they can. And enlighten people that are in the darkness in certain ways so that they'll want to do something for themselves. And make the people know that you are a reliable source. When the opportunity comes where you could lend a hand in any way possible within your means, you'll be able to do that and outreach to them. Do you know what I'm saying? In that way, you have a strong community, you're reliable, and the people will check for you. Understand what I'm saying? So when you have your community behind you, it's like you have a family behind you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the strongest. Nobody could talk that over. You could do whatever you want. You could run for politics then because you got support from your own family, which is your community. And you give back to your community, everybody go healthy, strong, everybody feel important, and everybody eats, everybody get educated, and that's where the strength is.
I want to ask you, right, is that why we don't help one another? Because we sell something, we don't feel important, so we don't want the next man to feel important?
Yeah, you're right. And people live generally in fear. People want to be exalted all the time over somebody else. They don't want to see somebody else on the same platform. Let me tell you something. It ain't no pleasure eating on a big round table all by yourself. Alright, you hear me? It's always better to have family around. Whether it's family like mutual family, like blood family or non-blood. It's always better. So the more people you could get to sit at your table, is the more important you are. Alright? You're not important when you're eating by yourself when you got a big table. Trust me. It may seem that way, but it ain't really so. Because when it comes to righteousness, you know where.
So that help you right, Speed?
Yeah, because I grew up alone. Like, you know my story. I left home at 14, and I've been through so much with people. I could write 20 books about people, but I still give people opportunities and do certain things for them because every day I go out there and sell CD, people listen to me, and they basically support me. And I think about it a lot when I fall into that depression mode of not dealing with people no more. And then I was like, you know what, I can't do it. Like, I have to deal with people because I go out there every morning and I move these CDs. And these are people out there who actually look out. So even though sometimes we have our up and downs about like segregating ourselves from the real world, it's a bad thing. But that's why I fight the feelings, and I just still go ahead and I advise people and give them life. But then the people sometimes that you advise and give them life, they try to take a toll on you where their problem become your problem. And it's hard to balance both up when you have your own personal problem and you're taking on other people's problem without knowing you're taking it on.
But what I want to ask you also too, right? Your experience that you get, do you think the Creator put you through that experience so you can help other people? Or do you believe the negative force was doing that to you? Which one is this?
No, I think we all go through like what the Bible said, what God will not teach his children to swim and let them drown, right?
Woo!
So, you know, we all go through certain things,
that's
and,
nice,
and I'm
nice.
sitting here with you, so I guess it wasn't that bad. That's why when me and Souldread doing Radio Raheem is to like, our main objective right now with Radio Raheem, we're doing this thing called the Brooklyn Musician Union, and it's strictly all the musicians who come out from Brooklyn. They're not getting any money, but we're educating the community.
Okay, I want to talk about that some more, right? But let's take this break. We'll be back in a moment.
You're bad, man. You're bad. Bad meaning good.
Bad.